Hey guys, my name is Nora Franch, and welcome to the podcast Grateful Blessed Mess, daily reflections for those in the 12 steps. I am a fellow 12-stepper and certified mindset coach, and I am here to introduce you to the value of mindset coaching in your 12-step journey. So if you feel like you are stuck in the steps, if you're slipping and sliding with your abstinence, mindset coaching may help you as it did me, and you can find me at CatholicMindsetCoaching.com. These episodes are meant to invite you in to consider the truths of 12-step wisdom and to join in the very real struggle of living them in action. I hope that it feels almost like a mini meeting, and I invite you to contribute your own share on the Grateful Blessedness Facebook group to keep the discussion going. My comments are based on my own experience, so feel free to take what you like and leave the rest. But my hope is to encourage you on your own daily 12-step journey. As they say, you cannot stay clean on yesterday's shower. So without further ado, let's begin. Okay, we are reading from the Language of Letting Go, May 14th. Honesty, page 134. Admitted to God, to ourselves, and to another human being the exact nature of our wrongs. And that is step 5. Here we go. Talking openly and honestly to another person about ourselves is an attitude that reflects self-responsibility, is critical to recovery. It's an important thing to admit what we have done to others and to ourselves, verbalize our beliefs and our behaviors, get our resentments and fears out in the open. That's how we release our pain. That's how we release old beliefs and feelings. That's how we are set free. The more clear and specific we can be with our higher power, ourselves, and another person, the more quickly we will experience the freedom. Step 5 is an important part of the recovery process. For those of us who have learned to keep secrets from ourselves and others, it is not just a step, it's a leap forward to becoming healthy. Today we'll remember that it's okay to talk about the issues that bother me. It is by sharing my issues that I will grow beyond them, and I will also remember that it's okay to be selective about those in whom I confide. I can trust my instincts and choose someone who will not use my disclosures against me and who will give me healthy feedback. I love this. Okay. So I don't know about you, but I am someone who didn't share what was going on inside me, couldn't even put into words what was going on inside me, and didn't even know that I didn't know how to put into words what was going on inside me. Okay. So if you can relate, just, smile, put your hand in the air, talk about it on the Facebook page. But this self-responsibility, we have a responsibility to know ourselves. We do. I mean, I remember someone told me like, oh, you're such an open book. And I was like, really? Tell me, like, read the book to me. Like, I don't know what's going on. And we need to know ourselves in order to be emotional adults, in order to be able to function in a mature and trustworthy and responsible place. And the hard part is that you don't know what you don't know. And I think that the majority of us are not taught, at least not taught the ins and outs of how to self-reflect and really get to that gritty self-awareness that is the basis of so many spiritual disciplines. And so we have to learn. We have to learn how in program. And I just became so grateful for the process I found through coaching because it mystified me as to the practicals and logistics of how to do that. So we want to release our pain. And they say we have to verbalize our beliefs and our behaviors, our thoughts and our actions. That is what we have to put words to in order to get our resentments and our fears out in the open. And getting them out in the open takes away so much of their power. They say in program, we are as sick as our secrets. And that is absolutely true. And I don't know the ins and outs of it, but the things that I kept to myself made me physically feel heavy. I was literally heavier, but also spiritually just feeling so burdened and heavy and then numb. The things that I kept to myself numbed me, because that was, I think, the only way I could tolerate living with them. It became a spiritual neuropathy where I didn't even know that I was burdened because I couldn't feel it anymore, because I was becoming so dead that I didn't even know I was in pain, or definitely didn't know the degree of pain I was in. And I work with people in a medical setting. I witness what happens when people can't feel their feet, and then they get a cut, but they didn't feel the cut, so it gets infected. And it's nasty, and it's serious, and it's life-threatening. And some people lose limbs. Like, it sounds dramatic, but this is what happens when we stop feeling, because we're covering things up. We're in denial. We just can't look at it. It's too painful. We don't have a safe person we can go to, or we're kids and we just don't know how to deal. And so we just shove it under the carpet. We start to lose our sensation of who we are and how we can function. And that is very, very dangerous from a spiritual perspective. And this is a spiritual program. And so it teaches us how to regain that sense. It's like a sixth sense that we need to work on. We need to heal it and regain it. So I feel very, very strongly about the importance of this self-responsibility and the beauty of sharing those things. And this is what I learned how to do in meetings that was so incredibly healing and life-giving, is people came and shared their stuff. Like stuff where I was like, oh, like, you can say that, or you just said that out loud, or, oh, that's what I just did yesterday or last year or something. And it's like they were still standing, and they were laughing at themselves too sometimes, or they were crying, and then people were there to put a hand on them and to be a shoulder for them. And I think that is one of the biggest gifts of program, is it gives us a safe space to voice those things that are deep down and buried, that are making us sick. So if you purposely haven't shared something, if there's something that's a secret that's keeping you sick, and you have a safe meeting or a safe sponsor, a good place to do it, pray about it, and then maybe share it and let us know how that goes. With that, I pass.
Thank you so much for listening to today's episode. If you feel that mindset coaching could help you on your 12-step journey, please feel free to reach out and find me at catholicmindsetcoaching.com. But more than that, it's important to me to give listeners like yourself a place where you do not need to feel alone on your 12-step journey. And for that reason, I've created a Facebook group. It's called Grateful Blessed Mess. And it's a place where listeners can go to add their own commentary on the share for the day, in addition to my own, and for us just to have a conversation or start a back and forth where people can find support in their 12-step journey. This is not a replacement for 12-step work. This is something outside of the 12 steps. It is simply something that has a heart for the 12 steps and those who are in it. And so, welcome. If you are here, chances are you may also be a bit of a mess. And I hope that you can learn to find some gratitude in the blessings that have come from your messes.